Yo, 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 what up? Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, as well as the curator of the current event show known as the ZoWhat Morning Show, is back in the building. We are waiting for the homeboy. He's on time. I'm just early. Waiting for the homeboy Shafiq Hussein to step in here. Listen, you guys know the rules of the game. All you got to do is hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Show your support for the channel. Huh?
I was telling Toya hi. Sorry.
Oh, Toya and them is in there. All right.
Her and her husband.
I hope everybody is doing well. We got a roll call coming in. When you come in, hit the like button and tell us where you're from, where you're watching from. And Sarah will shout out your city.
Hey.
Come on, let's get your city.
Oh, we already have VKS2 Real. What up, Zoe from Camden, New Jersey?
Camden, New Jersey. What city are you tapping into the ZoWhat Morning Show from?
Random start times out. Truth. Stop it.
Sarah, if you see them, shout them out.
I will.
1-800-920-15-8. What? Wait a minute.
You're not at KBLA.
I'm not at KBLA.
No,
I'm
not.
sorry.
Xylon Farrell from Pineville, Louisiana. Baby, ain't nothing in Pineville. That's what an insane asylum is in Louisiana.
Yeah.
If I'm dying, I'm flying. I'm telling you. All right. BOAP, WAP.
Toronto.
From City, Alabama.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Prester John driving down PCH in Alicia Keys' piano. All right. Are you wearing red too? Houston, Texas, baby DJ.
But what I want to know is, why did you skip Lubbock, Texas?
Oh, where Lubbock? Oh, I didn't skip Lubbock, Lord.
Huh? You skipped Dallas?
Oh, I didn't. Oh, I always skip that. Minneapolis from Kenny.
And you can't skip Dallas. What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. I'm watching from American Canyon, California. That's Gordon Sessom right there.
You skipped New York and Virginia Beach.
I'm trying to get the thing. I wear
My
glasses,
eyes.
but I can't see. Jacksonville by way of Atlanta. That's Charles Walker. H-Town down, Atala.
You know she gonna love damn everything gonna be H-Town. H-Town
down, man.
So listen, as you know, the routine of this show, we like to promote businesses first. Listen, I'm telling y'all right now, last week was a slow week. I guess y'all didn't believe that we only have 30-something bottles left of the He Is Risen. So I bought them. We literally only have a few bottles left of the Red Hulk. He Is Risen.
Oh. Red, the color of the Kansas City Chiefs. If you want.
And don't try to rush and buy them now thinking I can ship them out to you by Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Because I'll be going to the post office on Valentine's Day.
Okay, and it's red for Valentine's Day. It's the gift your girl really wants.
Y'all really should have been paying attention. But no, y'all wasn't paying attention.
My Lord.
I'm trying to show you. Can you show them, Sarah?
I don't other thing. Okay, let me see if I can go a little down on the table.
Can we get a wide shot here?
Oh, I'm gonna get it right there.
Go.
Like,
He Is Risen.
he digging for them like peppermints at the bottom of the church lady purse.
That's right.
What you want?
Still.
You want the strawberry candy?
You sit
Hold
still.
on.
I got something for you. You sit still.
See, I give them the peppermints because it don't make them go crazy.
Now
And
I'm
they
letting
breath
you
smell
know
good.
right now. That's it. That's all I got. I think that's about 30 bottles.
It is 30 women in the world that are waiting for you gentlemen to purchase those bottles.
Go to my website, MrZoWhat.com, MrZoWhat.com, MrZoWhat.com. Zogo have a He Is Risen contact high shipping all that he is risen.
Oh, the residue on your hand. Hey.
Okay, cool. So yeah, he is risen. Specifically created for the ZoWhat Morning Show by Dr. Of course, you know who. My brother Russell Harrison, Dr. Russell Harrison over at russellherbals.com. Go support russellherbals.com. Please, please, please support that brother. He's having a bunch of different sales, I believe, on springtime detoxes, which in my opinion are exceedingly important to really engage upon, especially going into springtime, reset, refresh. Go to russellherbals.com. Also go to totalpackageenergy.com. I'm starting to feel like you guys are giving up on Total Package Energy. One of our flagship brands that we have a relationship with, that we've been promoting for several years. Don't give up on this black-owned business. If you use or drink energy drinks or anything of that sort or that nature, give that money to a black-owned business, all right?
Absolutely. Hey, Lloyd.
Give that money to a black-owned business, all right? Support, 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 support. Go to totalpackageenergy.com.
Especially for Valentine's. What better way to tell somebody you love them, to let them know you want them to live longer by having a detox and cleansing their body, right?
Yeah, that's Russell Harrison.
And then
Total Package.
See, but then after that, then they can have enough energy because it's right there to help them. Keep it up.
Ooh. Keep it up.
Keep it up. I was on a journey.
Clearly, you were
Just
on
a hometown girl, living in this lonely world. I didn't make my own lyrics.
Oh my God! Here
Journey.
we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So I want you guys to support.
Absolutely.
Also, Shepherd Sweets. That's a family-owned business. I don't own it, but it's owned by the family. So support that business. There go my brother. There go my brother on time and ready to cook. 2 minutes to spare. There go my brother.
Okay.
But please go to shepherdsweets.com. Tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Cakes. I mean, it is Valentine's Day. You guys should have been over there at Shepherd Sweets. It is what it is. I'm back in the building. What else we got, Sarah?
Oh, we if it ain't real, it ain't Bill. Bill sauce.
We still got Bill Sauce on deck. Go to BillSauce.com and support them as well. Don't forget tonight, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Yes.
The Voice of Reason is on KBLA Talk Radio. That's Tavis Smiley's radio station. KBLA. I have, somebody said, you're early today. Yes, I am. But have you noticed? YouTube is messing around with the algorithm. Yep. YouTube is messing around with the algorithm. They done flipped the viewers for this show over to the viewers for the Voice of Reason. I know people are y'all paying attention? The Voice of Reason getting maybe 1,000 views a night. Now it's up to 6,000 or 7,000 views. Have y'all noticed that? I'm just saying, pay attention. They done flipped the algorithm. Okay. You see, people be thinking, you could just turn this on and people will tap in and people will follow you. No, they push you to certain people. Don't get it twisted. Somebody said, I didn't get my notification. This is normal. This is normal for how they treat this show. You know why? They know we be in here dropping jewels. and let me just say, jewels are not for the masses. Did you hear that? Jewels are not for the masses. They don't want the masses to have no damn jewels.
Cast not thy pearls before the swine.
How about that? Come on, come on.
That's what the words say.
My brother Shafiq Hussein has come back to chop it up with us. Shafiq, talk to me, brother.
Thank you for having
What
me.
do you have to promote? People should be buying your music. People should be looking up your catalog. Where is it, and how can they get it?
On all DSPs, Shafiq Hussein, ShafiqHusayn. On all DSPs.
And for people who are not in the music industry, what in the hell is a DSP?
Digital Service Platform.
There we go, man. My man is all over the place. And a DSP would be Spotify, Apple,
Bandcamp, SoundCloud.
all of it, man.
ETC.
Come on. Can we support this brother? Can we get this brother 1 million sales or streams, or what is it? How many streams you got to get to make $1 million?
Well, let's reverse it. How much money does a million streams bring in? If you can reverse it like that.
Yeah.
And
How
then
much money does 1 million streams bring in?
So that's roughly about $1,800.
Really?
Yes.
And then as the artist, how much of that do you get?
Depending on your contract, on how you negotiated your deal. There might be a third party. That person might be signed to somebody and had their rights signed over prior to streaming and stuff like that.
Truthmonger wants to know how do you purchase the music directly?
To purchase it directly from me.
I don't know. What do you say directly? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because the DSPs, I mean, I get paid from all of them, so that's direct.
That's direct.
Yeah,
They just give you a percentage.
right.
That's how it goes. Okay.
Try to get the best percentage. I would say the best percentage out of all of them would be Bandcamp. They only charging 15%.
And you get 85?
Yeah,
That's that Master P deal.
and paid out in 3 days.
And they pay out in 72 hours?
72 hours.
Do they do marketing and promotion?
If they have a
Package.
they have in the back office tools for you to do that. Yeah,
nice.
you can do bundle packages and stuff like that with them.
So you like Bandcamp best?
I love Bandcamp.
Oh, this just in from the chat. Preston John says, your voice, Sharif, is exactly what He Is Risen does to your voice. Back to you, Zoe.
Wait, what happened?
He said that the way Sharif sounds in the microphone is what He Is Risen does to you. Turns you into Barry White, I guess. I don't know.
You talking about Shafiq?
Shafiq. I'm sorry. Did I say it wrong?
Yes.
And I'm looking at his name right here on the screen.
Shafiq.
Shafiq, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, baby.
I get mad when people spell my name wrong, and I know it probably irritates you when they say it wrong, right? No, because you know your name.
And stuff to a giant,
Come on.
I know the intention. You trying to address me.
Exactly.
There we go.
There it is.
Yeah.
No harm,
There it
no foul.
is. You see that? All right, let's just get right to it. What did you think about Usher at the Super Bowl?
Oh my God. Oh.
Gosh. And I'm not here to hate on other people, especially my people. I'm not here to hate on Usher. I think Usher is one of those super talented guys that were influenced by MJ, As a matter of fact, I saw the subtle tribute to Michael.
Yes.
With the gloves, I saw even the tribute to James Brown with the cape. And one thing we approve of is when a younger generation looks back and acknowledges, the shoulders with which they stood on. So, did you see his performance?
I saw clips of it on on IG.
And what did you think from the clips that you saw?
I mean, Usher's always on point, performance wise.
To me, Usher,
I don't even know what the fuss was about him performing.
No, there was no real fuss. I just have an opinion that might not be liked.
Too popular.
No. Usher belonged to us. Usher belonged to black folk.
Okay, got you. Right.
He belonged to us. And before the performance even happened, I said, okay, we're going to see Ludacris. We're going to see Jermaine Dupri. I didn't know that this was going to happen.
Right.
I said, but this is Atlanta's moment. So all them come. I said, we might even see Crisscross. Right. I don't know. You know. But let me just say that. No disrespect to Usher. I love Usher, man. I think Usher's uber talented. I'm really trying to be very careful because I don't want to come across as a hater. But I just feel like the Super Bowl moment is too big. It was too big for Usher. Do you understand?
Talk to me. Teach me.
No disrespect to Usher. But that Super Bowl moment, and he gonna blow up from this. You know, he's gonna get streams and he's gonna get all of that or whatever. He's gonna get a bump from white America because that's the global audience. That's the American audience anyway. But I just feel like that moment was too big. Like Usher doesn't have a Billie Jean record. He doesn't have a Purple Rain. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand
so
what
the
you're
Super
saying.
Bowl
Right.
performance is for artists of that magnitude that have international, global, just crazy, transcendent records.
Right.
This is why I say Usher belongs to us. And I'm fine with Usher belonging to us. Like, yeah. And I want to shout out Jay-Z for putting Usher on that global platform to perform at the Super Bowl.
Right.
But it was like the club at the Super Bowl.
I see what you're saying.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right. I said exactly what you're saying. Right.
And I would even say that Snoop and Dre are bigger than Usher.
Because that was the first thing that popped in my mind. Right.
Hip hop got a different energy on it.
Right.
And Usher's performance was a little lackluster. You know, the vocals wasn't as crisp, you know.
How was
Alicia Keys was worse.
Alicia wasn't sharp.
How was the dance? How was the dancing?
Oh, his dancing. He's never gonna miss with the dancing.
Okay,
He did a little bit though. You can tell he was a little tired.
Well, he slid through Will.i.am's legs and listen.
Was that
hey,
Will.i.am or was it CeeLo? Oh, it was two different. I didn't even. I gotta know the difference.
No
I
disrespect.
gotta watch the whole thing. I can't.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Watch the 13-minute piece. It wasn't bad. It was good. Yeah, I just feel like, you know.
Well, I mean, to interject, he is performing in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
He has.
Oh, they finna. He's already sold out in Las Vegas.
Yeah, he's doing the residency in Las Vegas.
He's gonna be even more sold out.
Right.
No, it's over.
It's over?
The residency is over?
Yeah.
Wow.
It ended last month, and he was crying and everything. That's why he married that old lady. He just married her.
Yeah, I hear you about to go on tour too. Like, listen, like I said, this is no diss to Usher. I think Usher is one of the most amazing artists we've had in a long time.
Right.
But it really lets you see the difference, man. Like, there was no like, oh, this shit is happening. Until Lil Jon came on. Yeah. That's when it turned up. When they did the Yeah record, that's when it was like, oh, here we go. There's the energy we're looking for. You feel me?
Right. I see what you're saying now. Right. So let me ask you this then. In Prince's demonstration, because
shit rained for Christ's sake.
I mean,
God was on set.
Right.
Jesus. Allah was on set with Prince.
Singing Purple Rain in the rain. Right.
No, the best part the best part of his set was her coming out.
Now, her stepped out with the guitar and destroyed.
She performed yesterday too.
Yeah, with him.
Oh,
Luda
okay.
came out. Jermaine Dupri came out.
That sounds like a dope show. I gotta
Lil
watch
Jon
that. I gotta watch it. Yeah.
No, I'm saying like, well, how did I say this before?
The caliber.
Let me give you an example. Michael Jackson, Prince, these two kind of artists, they don't need the system. They don't need the marketing machine.
Okay, got you.
The talent that these motherfuckers got is self-evident. It's not to say that Usher isn't talented. He's exceedingly talented, right? He makes me look like an ink stain. The motherfucker is dummy talented. I'm not saying he isn't. But at a certain level, artists don't need the machine. They create the machine, right? Michael creates MTV. MTV was on some goofy shit. We finna play some white people all the time, and they have no creativity. They just on stage with a green screen, and that's their video. Mike said, no, we'll be doing movies.
Right.
We're not doing videos, nigga. We doing movies.
Right.
So now he creates the genre for MTV. Do you understand? At a certain level,
makes perfect sense.
Usher, the system is using Usher. The system is pushing Usher to this level.
Right.
I.e. Jay-Z in the background going, hey, let's get Usher. Put Usher out there. And I'm with all of that. But for me, you got to have those records.
Okay.
You know records run it all. It can't just be in the club and he playing certain records that even white people like. The first record he started with, the white people like. Black people are like, caught up. Yeah. Caught up. And we like, yeah. White folk like.
But you got it bad? They don't know that?
No.
No.
Listen to what I said. Start with the record I started with. Caught up.
No, he's right. You know who was like
You
that
understand
though?
what I'm saying?
You know who has the same similar story? Lionel Richie. When they were doing We Are the World.
Yeah.
Remember he won. He was the host of the American Music Awards, and he won. But he's the one that helped put We Are the World together. But he was coming out of the Commodores, which was classified, which you were saying, so-called black folk music.
Black folk,
right?
Yeah, all that.
And so some people had an issue with that because they didn't think that he was of what you saying of the ilk or the caliber. To host a exactly.
Yeah.
And he's doing We Are the World right after literally they went from the awards show to actually recording. So, but he would have been the same thing right there.
But that's what I'm saying, like.
But if he's not good for the Super Bowl, then Paul McCartney wasn't good. But Paul McCartney, remember, headlined the Super Bowl one year and was trash.
Listen,
it's
well,
the Beatles,
McCartney.
It's the Beatles,
they shit.
Oh, okay.
And he's a Beatle.
Oh. Listen, people get Michael Jackson shit twisted because the Beatles are so large. You know, he owned all the Beatles records.
Right.
No, he didn't. He owned 150 songs. He didn't own all their music.
Right.
He owned 150 songs.
Right.
Right? A separate catalog owned by some white dude in England. He owned 150 songs. You know he owns the Beatles. Do you know how fucking large the Beatles are to white folk? The Super Bowl is a white platform. That's the mama we made it moment. Oh, as a matter of fact, didn't Usher say that shit last night walking off?
Oh, he did.
Really?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Spotlight.
So that's the audience you're connecting to. That's the mama we made it audience. So take tour production. Somebody like Prince or Michael Jackson, they know, nigga, what songs did I have that blew up in this town or in this country?
Right.
If Mike is in Japan, he gonna put a Jackson record on. Things I Do For You. That whatever record that was with the Jackson. I heard that on the set. I said, what the fuck is that? I had to go back and find the record. It's a Jackson's record. But he had that specific record on the set because it was big in Japan.
Right.
You got to find the records, bro. that's gonna resonate across the board. You can't do no fucking album cuts
Right.
for the Super Bowl.
Right.
Am I wrong, Sarah?
Oh, so
No, you're right, man.
Okay, let me add. So, internationally speaking, would Usher's music be considered pop, or
Some of it. He got some pop records.
okay?
The ones that will.i.am produced. I would say the one that Lil Jon produced. That crossed over. You know. Yeah.
But
That's what I'm saying. On this platform, you got to cross over. Because this is this is not, yo, we doing the forum.
Right.
This is not the forum.
So maybe this is a push then for him in that direction, for him doing things like this.
But
Yeah.
he had one of the most successful residencies in Las Vegas history. Okay,
And
Right.
I'm with him.
I like it. But at the same time, it's a difference in playing the Venetian than playing the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? That's a way bigger difference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And mind you, I'm not hating on him. I'm actually like hoping that he could level up from this boost. He got an amazing boost by doing it, but this is a level, and I want him to be able to rise to that level. It's not just the playlist.
So did he live up? Okay, so then I guess, so what would y'all rate his performance then, 1 to 10?
I love the brother. I'm gonna give him a B plus. I'm gonna give him an A minus. B plus, A minus. But see, I'm a black man. I know those records.
So that's about like a 9 out of 10.
I date black women. If I'm dating a black woman, Usher's music is in her playlist. It's just what it is.
Right.
7 o'clock on the dot.
Yes, we're gonna do that.
Right.
But I would, and this is me just encouraging him and the likes of Chris Brown. Don't just mimic the moves of MJ. Push yourself to create a Thriller album. I'm not saying remake the Thriller album. I'm saying the Thriller album in you got to come out.
Right.
And don't think it's an age issue, because remember when Quincy Jones started working with Michael Jackson, originally he was 50.
Yeah.
He was already considered old and done.
He was 56 at Thriller.
No, it was Off the Wall.
Off the Wall was
79.
50. Yeah, and then Thriller's 83. So that's 4 or 5 years later.
Yeah, so listen, y'all should be trying to push the level. Sometimes we want, you just think of it this way. No disrespect. I promise you there's no disrespect. You get your Super Bowl nod, your playlist is a black playlist that's 20 years old. Just look at it that way. You understand what I'm saying? It's a black playlist that's 20 years old.
Right.
And I'm not saying go make white music. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying go make transcendent. You know what I mean by transcendent.
Yes.
As a producer, you go in there, you work with these artists, and you're trying to pull everything out of them and get them to step outside that comfort zone while carrying the dopeness that they are with them. Is that what you do?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, stop with the regular, girl, your booty was round, and you got that.
Well, yeah. So, oh no, go ahead, sis.
No, go ahead. No.
Well, I was going to say right. I mean, I think the best analogy that you gave was the Purple Rain Prince. That if anybody that was around or even just watched the movie and just followed that, I mean, that for him was a moment that took him from,
The
this.
movie? Come on. Purple Rain, movie?
I mean, come on, bro.
First off,
that was the '84 Olympics.
that was everything.
Yeah.
Because it was a battle. Okay, just 82 is Thriller. Thriller is still on fire.
Right.
2 whole years after it releases with no internet.
Right.
It's just radio. Radio and videos. That shit is going.
MTV.
And the motherfuckers picking up steam 2 years later. Prince drops the fucking Purple Rain shit. The album is crazy. Motherfuckers say, okay, he got the same shit. He got video and radio. And then he dropped a movie?
Right in the middle of the Olympics.
The fuck?
May I say one thing?
In LA, the LA Olympics.
May I say one thing? Okay, why is it that white people have to give a fuck about his performance for us to say it's okay? Because when they have their artists, they could care the entire fuck less.
No,
if we know
I'm
their
just
catalog or anything.
I'm gonna say that's a good question, but the invert is true too. Mm-hmm. What the fuck are you on their platform for if you don't give a fuck what they think?
Right.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's to introduce them to your audience. At the same time,
Fuck
giving
introducing them. You already got your audience. Why would you introduce them to your audience?
But you showing your ass to your audience, hoping that they could understand and appreciate you like the people that already fool with you. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
but that's why they're
that's
there.
That's why I like Sweet Caroline when I go to a boxing match. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why they're
put
there.
It on me.
That's
Bombard them.
That's why they're there on the Super Bowl.
Right. Oh, yeah, exactly.
He's at the Super Bowl so he can expand the brand.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He just dropped an album. Have you heard it?
Not at all.
No.
Okay, cool. Go listen to the album.
Maybe that's what it's for. Yeah.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Well, go listen to it.
Right.
Listen, you know artists get creativity fatigue.
Right.
When you know the process, you know how to get into your zone, and you know how to make records, and you know your process, sometimes you lose that quintessential quality that makes some dope shit, which is uncertainty.
Right.
Do you understand?
No.
When you got just okay, I know how to do this. I know how to build from the beginning to the middle. I know how to end it. I know what my bridge is gonna look like. I know what my transitions are gonna feel. I got swells right here. I got harmonies coming in behind the swells. When you know your process in and out, sometimes it gets a little redundant.
Right.
You've seen it as an artist and as a producer. When I was an artist, I saw it as an A&R. I saw. Sometimes you lose some of it, man. Go listen to the new album.
That's the making of what you call cookie cutter music, pretty much.
Boom. Now go back to Michael Jackson's mama. You know Michael Jackson's mama just dropped an interview, right? His mama. She in her 90s. His mama just dropped an interview. It's on YouTube. Go watch the whole interview. You know what she said about her son? She said, when my son was little, he would be like, why is it that, it'd be like one or two good songs on an album, and then the rest just be like studio songs or album cuts. Why is it like that? She was like, he told her, when I do my album, I'm gonna make sure every song on that mug is crazy. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes you just be at a certain level and you just be going and go, damn, I got another album, dude. Let me put this shit out.
Right.
Nah, push the fucking envelope. And
I'm going through that right now.
Right here is a living example of envelope pushing.
I was just about to say, I'm going through that right now. I have 3 new projects that I have to start recording, but that push, what you're talking about, is there to make each one distinctively unique and fresh, creative.
It gotta be
dope.
That way. It gotta be that way, in my opinion.
The chat room was asking about what do y'all feel about him approaching Alicia Keys and holding her like kind of.
That's what I saw.
No, go. You answer first.
I'm
Yeah, I mean, not my woman. He couldn't do that with my woman. And I saw Swiss Beats' response, and he was like, y'all focus on the wrong thing. Y'all didn't notice her dress covered the whole stadium. And I get all of that, but I think certain level of respect is due. She's a married woman, whatever. but it's also perception, and perspective. People see it a certain way. Usher was hella flirty, and the narrative with him, he broke up, Keke Palmer and her baby daddy. Like,
right.
You hear people in here talking about he smashed it. We don't know none of that shit.
No, they haven't performed together that song in 20 years.
Yeah, so I mean, it is what it is. It was a great record. It was a great moment. I think, just the way we look at shit in through a negative lens. He didn't actually grab her like that. I mean,
Right.
They performed the record. The shit is called My Boo. Now, if I'm Swiss Beats with my mindset the way that I am as Zoe Williams, I would probably felt some kind of way. I would have said something like, "Hey, man, I know it's a performance, dog, but don't take liberties." With I would have said that shit at rehearsal.
I think it's worse to caress than grab. You know what I'm saying? You grab somebody, but you holding them like a woman. Like that's the intimate when you like grab on the back on the small of their back and all that kind of shit. Like that's a different level.
So, well, here's my thing about shows like that. There's usually some type of choreography that goes along with that. You stand here, you stand there. Even if you're the star of the show, Michael Jackson was told to stand here, move there, especially with award shows. Now,
but have you ever seen somebody's hand? Just their hand. The hand was moving in a natural way, the way you would grab your woman. Have you ever seen somebody's hand look like it thought about it? The hand looked like, because his hand kind of paused, because it was on its way to the promised land down that way. And the hand said, "Hey, hold on."
So what you're seeing right there is him being a performer and actually in mode, but still being mindful.
Yeah, but
at the same time.
I'm like Wyland Kirkland in the chat. Don't leave your player around me. True player for real. Ask my nigga for real. Back to you, Zoe. That's in his own words.
It's a tough thing because especially when you meet people that are already in their craft. Swizz Beats was already in his craft, but he's not a front person like Alicia, and he's not a female. I don't think he's attractive as Alicia Keys to the rest of the world either. So,
but I will say this: could this moment be equivalent to two actors being on set in a sex scene, kissing, and they both have fucking significant others who could give a fuck less?
These are performers.
This is a performance.
These are real professional performers that know. Like, how about this? Flip it on the other side. What if the interaction was whack?
Then the show, we would have had a terrible show.
That would have been another notch on,
that would have been another
of not the caliber.
Yeah.
Right?
But speaking to y'all example, I mean, a lot of times that does happen on set, and then you have people that were a very famous situation. They were both with people, and now they're not. And then, well, at the time, then they broke up with them and got together. It was Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It happens. So there's a possibility. I'm just saying. No, Zoe. I see your eyes.
Anyway,
no.
Yeah. Okay, we got a couple more stories, and then we're gonna get into something heavy.
Oh.
Shit. Do I have to, Sarah? Do I have to?
It's always good to. It's always good to.
All right. Tyrese.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Tyrese claims his girlfriend recently ended a relationship with him due to his upcoming album featuring too many songs about his ex.
That's interesting.
What's going on, man?
Read that again one more time.
Tyrese claims his girlfriend recently ended their relationship with him, or her relationship with him, due to the fact that his upcoming album featured too many songs about his ex. Is this just some publicity shit that...
Ooh.
Is this some publicity shit he's on? Because why would you even say that?
That's tricky right there, bro. That's very interesting.
Well, he mentioned the upcoming album in the piece. Hey, y'all want to see a clip of Smoke and Mirrors, my new podcast with Crondon? I got it right here. They just sent it. Maybe we should post this little clip up. Y'all not ready for this shit? I'm gonna wait.
Watching it right now?
No, I'm gonna wait. Tyrese, man, God, some things should just be.
That's a lot of. Well, how about this? So,
and
that's the. So is this? He was with her 3 months ago, correct? A month ago, 2 months ago, they just broke up.
That's the one who said she didn't even. She wanted to get with the white dude. Yeah. The one that died.
Okay.
The Paul Walker.
Well, he was just in Dubai or Saudi Arabia, if I'm not. I think it was
with somebody
Dubai.
else. Yeah.
It wasn't with her.
Was it with her?
It was with her, but he had the dress on. That's why he had the little red dress
First
on.
off, everybody got that twisted. That is not a dress.
Yeah, that's a thobe.
That's a jalabia.
Jalabia or thobe.
It's a gown type.
It's
thing.
not a gown.
No, it's
I don't know. What's the technical thing? What is
like you can't let your culture make a joke out of somebody else's culture.
I wear those when I leave here.
Okay.
Every day.
That's a jalabia.
A jalabia or a thobe.
So
yeah.
Typically that is created in arid countries, desert environments or whatever, because it's hot as fuck.
Jesus and Joseph and Mary,
all of them was wearing that. Like your biblical folk wore jalabias, right?
Yeah, it's like cotton panties. It's cloudy to breathe.
Like, come on. Then when you come to people saying he got on that is not a dress.
No.
But this girl left him. She done, man.
She was an influencer anyway.
Aren't they all? Aren't all women influencers?
You know why they do that to him? I'm gonna tell you why they do that to him. Because he keeps going on public media.
That's what I'm saying about this clip. Like,
doing this right
bro,
now.
why would you even say that? I wouldn't say nothing. Yeah, we'll move on from that. No. All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes.
Okay.
Over the weekend, Sony Music bought 50% of Michael Jackson's catalog, valuing the rights at over $1.2 billion.
Now, I did see that, yes.
The deal, which is likely worth at least $600 million, includes half of the late Star's publishing and recorded masters catalog.
Right.
Now let's just get right to it. Did he want Sony to own his music?
No.
Did Prince want Warner Brothers to own his music?
Nay.
What happened? Now he's got the lawyers that are running the estate.
Well, trustees first.
Right? The trustees. His mom is on there too.
One of the trustees?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, he made sure his mom was straight.
Trustee and beneficiary.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
But they be making like hella deals. Do you know Michael Jackson's estate is the wealthiest posthumous estate ever?
That and the Bob Marley estate.
Bob Marley ain't even close to this. This is on some whole other shit. Now, we see the Bob Marley getting a movie. I see that. But when you pull up, let's pull it up, Sarah.
Right.
When you pull this up, this damn Michael Jackson estate, what is it worth? It's past everything,
Let
man.
me look up Bob Marley's first. Bob Marley.
Please look it up.
Estate net worth. Okay. Bob Marley's net worth estate. Oh, I can tell you Michael Jackson's more than this. 32 million.
Oh, that's it.
No. But listen, they got different numbers for Mike, because they'll go for Mike as the personal entity. You could talk about that, and then you have Mike, the corporation,
Okay.
right? The estate,
Right.
He actually has Michael Jackson estate currently stands at $567 million of assets, but it's broken down to a whole bunch of stuff.
Like what you said, right?
His estate generates. Just think of this: it generates at least since before his passing, at least $22 million per year. That's per year. So
they lying. Them numbers ain't right.
yeah. Now we're saying it's over $400 million per year. What is going on?
Do you see what I'm saying?
million-
Like, the numbers have been all over the place.
Right.
So just peep gang. Y'all just estimated the value at 1.2 billion. And you said half of the late singer's recordings at 1.2 billion. He was in the hole when he died in 2009, 500 million in debt. Within 2-3 months after his debt, all 500 million is back in the black.
Right.
And been in the black since.
But your original point, he did not want. Even regardless of the monetary value, he did not want his music with Sony.
So why would John Barranca and McClain, the lawyers, why would they do a deal with Sony?
They are not getting pushback from the beneficiaries.
Or maybe they know something we don't. Maybe they know Mike fuck with Sony.
Don't block commerce.
Mike was like, I'm doing business with Sony Japan. I'm doing business with your boss. That's what we saw in the media.
So he was still messing with Sony then.
Sony Japan. Remember he came out and said Tommy Mottola was a devil?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I own half of Sony. He knew, you understand what I'm saying? Man, the brother was a genius.
Right.
But I just don't understand how they would go back and do business with those people when they were always at odds with him when he was trying to put his records out, when he was trying to do his videos, taking him off of the international priorities list. Like, why would they? I don't know. You could have went anywhere to do a deal on the publishing side, right?
Yep.
I don't know.
Same thing with the Tupac estate, which you explained. So same thing going on.
What's going on with the Tupac estate?
They're selling it to people that Pac necessarily wouldn't have done business with while alive.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like something happened to my mama, and I give her favorite dress to her worst enemy. It's like, it's not good.
Right.
So is
Bad
it
juju.
valuing the rights at over 1.2 billion? The
I
deal
mean,
is
it's
worth
more than
six-
that.
Yeah, the deal is worth 600 million. And what did they say his estate was worth? Over here, they said his estate is worth 111 million.
Right.
No, but then I had one that was over 800 million. Then another one saying that's only part of his assets, and yeah, it's called. They got all kind of breakdowns.
What about the 700 million that you got for his 50% stake in Sony ATV Publishing?
Right.
That has 800,000 records in it, that they said was worth over $1 billion annually, and that his team, the lawyers, sold for 750 or 725 million, 50% stake. Now, before they sold it, there were estimates out there saying that publishing was worth over 40 billion annually.
Right.
And y'all sold it for 725 million.
It's a little tricky.
It's The fugaze is in. The fix is in, bro. They ain't gonna tell you how much this man is worth, man.
Right.
They're not gonna tell you that. So let's get into it. What y'all don't know about my brother, man. My brother, Shafiq, is a very wise brother. Studied the Moorish science. We used to build all the time, man. It was great times, man. My brother's an absolute genius, and I listened to him. I want to know something, man. I had a friend on here before, my homeboy Kevin. He used to talk to us a lot about this. He would say, everything is about contracts. And if you don't know how to write up a contract or you don't know what you're signing, you can get caught up in a whole lot of mess. Your driver's license is a contract. Your birth certificate is a contract. Like everything. Why does everything have to be signed? Talk to me.
That's what makes it legal. That's what makes the agreement binding, as they would say.
Your signature.
Yeah, the signature. You're memorializing whatever your intentions are, and so that's part of the 7 parts of contract. The first 3 constitute the contract: offer, acceptance, and consideration.
What do you mean?
You're offering us to the pills to the public.
Right.
We accept whatever price that comes along with it, and the consideration would be the bargain for exchange, whatever the benefits are from that, and you're receiving just compensation. That's consideration.
Goodness, keep going. How is it that we didn't learn this stuff the way you're articulating it? How is it that we didn't learn this stuff? Because I got a cousin who's into this. He was saying you got the private versus the public.
Correct.
And the private got the power.
Right.
The public, not so much. What's the difference between the private and the public?
Private is usually dealing with statutory laws that are dealing with contracts or any commercial activity, and public policy. Laws that are enacted by Congress are usually based on what's good for the public policy. All contracts that you're dealing with are usually done. Well, contracts in themselves are private, but the minute that you bring them to the public, then that's for everybody as far as who can intervene in the contract. Now, one caveat, everybody should look this up. I don't know if anybody, Google this question. Can the state impair obligations of contract? So can the state impair means to tear apart. So can the state come and tear apart your private contract will be the question. That's the real question. And now they explain the public and the private right there.
Let me ask you this, man. In a lot of ways, was Prince trying to do this?
Yes.
When he was trying to pull away from the contracts that he had with Warner Brothers, was he trying to lock in to like a more powerful position by like, I created this. Technically, I'm the owner of this. So it is in my power from a private position, a private citizen with the power to do so, to license out bits and pieces of my property to you, not the other way around.
Right.
Was Prince trying to bring this kind of mentality to the music industry?
100% to the
long time ago.
Long time ago. What was so ingenious about what he was doing, because I didn't pick up on it either until I actually started studying corporate law. But so you have him as the artist, Roger Nelson, who signs a contract with Warner Brothers. But the artist's name is Prince.
Right. Two separate entities.
Two different things.
Right.
Then he's the actual performer, but he's also all of the musicians too, if he at any given time. So he's in control of creating compositions which are connected to copyrights. So here you go.
That's crazy.
So the copyright is connected to the real natural person who's writing Roger Nelson.
Because the copyright says my personage, my image,
my energy, my intellectual,
whatever I've written, whatever I've created. The copyright covers 5 things.
Yes.
But the 5 things come out of the natural person.
Yes.
That's what's being copywritten.
Yes.
So, that's heavy. So, for the copyright, I'm Prince Rogers Nelson.
Right.
For the performance, I might be Prince.
Exactly.
Oh.
Okay, now let's do the Michael Jackson twist. Woo. Here you go. So that's the copyright.
Right.
But then he stopped using the name that was in contract as artist.
So I'll be the artist.
I'm writer, real Roger Prince, but I'm not going to use performance name that you're promoting.
Right.
I'm going to give that control over to the company that owns the patent to the symbol of that performer's name. But we're not going to use the name anymore. We're just going to use the symbol, which in private I actually own, because I own the trademark and the patent on it.
So the name you got under contract, I'm no longer using that name anymore.
I'm going to use the symbol.
Now you got to do all new deals with the symbol.
And the writer still maintains that the writer of the song is also the legal owner of the trademark and patent too. See that? That's private and public all day right there.
Private and public.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Prince was a genius for all of that, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, he was still Prince Rogers Nelson in control of the copyright. Because what people don't realize is copyright is created the moment you put it down onto some form of medium.
Yes.
So if I'm writing something and it's on my computer, it's copywritten already because the computer typically dates it.
Sure.
You know, at the time it was created as well as the date. So that's really what the copyright is. And for copyright infringers, then the question becomes, how did you have access to the original work?
Right.
Right? So if you don't have access to the original work
or permission
from the...
You may have access, but did you get permission?
Did you get permission? Right. If you don't have that, then that's infringement.
Right. So you're explaining the trustee situation now.
Right.
They have access to all of the copyrights to these Beatles publishing etc.
Right.
But did you get permission to monetize the way that you're monetizing? Are the beneficiaries who check the trustee? See, the trustee holds all the liability. They make the decisions, but you're at the behest of the beneficiaries, because that's what the trust was set up for.
Right. For them.
For them.
But I think Mike's situation is a little interesting because I don't think he wanted his mom at this elevated age to have to deal with the day-to-day machination of, minutia of, running his ginormous, corporation, which is why those lawyers were in. And I think it was kind of interesting how they just show up with another will.
Yeah. Yeah.
She had a will.
Right.
And in the will, she run the thing. But then they show up with another newer will.
They probably, so that happens. And this is why in trust statement of will, you should have what they call a spillover trust. Because the will can be updated You know, because there's always an update on property. You can be either losing or gaining property, but it still needs to be assigned. Right. Maybe they have the one where there's an update on the assignment.
Wow, that's crazy. But nobody knew about it though.
Right.
That's the part.
That's the important thing.
Hey,
That's what.
Where y'all come from?
That's why we have to have family meetings when you do stuff like that. Yeah.
Family meetings.
Board of trustee meetings.
Right. Didn't we used to run the world? Didn't we create government?
Yes.
What happened? When I say we, I'm talking about black folk.
Yes.
What happened? How did the ones who used to govern become those who are governed?
Through sin and disobedience.
Through sin and sin?
Yes.
Talk to me, man.
Sin is ignorance.
Ooh.
Disobedience will be the continuance in your ignorance. Willfully.
Really?
Willful.
Talk to me.
Mama tells you to come in the house by 7 o'clock. Told you when you go out the house, put the jacket on. Take this vitamin C pill. Pops told you to tie your shoes up. Don't
take this vitamin C
pill. Right. You
Right.
know, you get to the house, you get outside, you just completely abandon everything mom and pops told you to do. You come in the house sniffling. You wake up in the morning with runny nose, green snot running out your mouth. How does that affect mom? They got to take off work. They got to stop doing things
That's
that are
messing up the money.
That's messing up the money.
Right.
So because of being disobedient. But what happens if this becomes just a thing, over and over and over and over, and then voila. So we did that here in this government. Our forefathers and mothers started the United States of America, but due to sin and disobedience, kind of like right now, we weren't interested. It would be like you setting up this show. You put all this hard work in, but your children aren't interested in the show. So you pass your form, but you have a conglomerate mega media demonstration going on. Do the children keep it up? Do they have the same energy as you, or do you sort of say put it in the hands of trustees until the children become competent?
Then there's that. Until the children become competent or interested.
This is what's going on here in the United States of America right now with us. When we say our government.
What's the oldest form of government?
The oldest form of government is self-governance.
I like that. Say more about that.
That would be know thyself.
Self-government. I like that. Somebody said we are Moors. Let me stop right now. Too much knowledge and information going down for lack of support, man. We got half of the likes we need. We're already being shadow banned every week for this show. The numbers keep going down. Y'all get the notifications or you don't get the notifications. All I know is we're barely scratching 400. That's crazy. That's unheard of. So if you know this channel is under duress, why would you come in here and not hit the like button or not hit the super chat? Y'all gotta support and you gotta make this thing happen. If you hit the like button, we get in the algorithm, people start seeing us on whatever their pages or they're being referred to come in. Y'all can't just sit here and enjoy the information and not pull your weight. Hit the like button, show your support. Don't be disobedient. Don't be willfully ignorant. That's what the brother just said. We lost power because we were disobedient and willfully ignorant. Truemonger said, people know what time the show starts by now. Of course they do. Hit the damn like button. You're right. It doesn't cost anything. Hit that like button. Don't just be sitting in here. Now, you said the oldest form of government is self-governance.
Right. The oldest form of government and the oldest form of religion.
Self.
Study yourself. Know thyself.
Talk to me. Give us an example of study thyself, know thyself.
Don't hang out in crack spots if you know you like crack. You got to check yourself.
Come on.
If you know you're going to break out in spots, don't hang out where cheaters smoke crack at. If I can keep it like that, you know?
Keep it real. Keep going.
You know, if you ain't into gang banging, don't make tight khaki cuz or flooding blood your homie that you hanging out with every day.
Khaki cuz or flooding blood.
Yeah.
Come on.
Just keep it simple.
Oh man, this is good. This is good. So, for me, let me see. Somebody said, "Are we really Moors?"
Absolutely, 100% to the bone.
What does it mean to be a Moor? What does that mean?
So I love this question. There's a couple of, you have Moors in the context of global people. You have Moors in the context of people from Morocco, but then Morocco is two things too. You have the Moroccan Empire and you have the Kingdom of Morocco. Two different things. And then you have Moors just being what you would call so-called beloved. That's what Moor means. It means love.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Amore.
Amore.
That's just amore.
Amore. Or more. More means to make something greater. Give me some more of that. Yeah, more.
Give me more. The French iteration of it.
Right.
That's where your last name Moore comes from. Moore.
You got Maahar. You got Meyear, mayor or more. So you got the concept of moorine, which is
tying down the ships. To moor the ships, to steady the Interesting.
Now, if you take the original name for our people in America, then you will see even in the word America, the word Moor is tied to that. It was considered the land of the beloved.
And what is that name?
Mary. I was going to, I'm let you lead it, bro.
I'm asking questions.
I'm just here for you, right here with you.
This is good. This is good. Tamari or Tamare or Tamara.
Or Tamarica.
Don't we still name our girls and our daughters Tamara or Tamara or? Now
here's the con part.
Interesting.
The con part on African and American would be the Canaanites or the Khans. America historically land wise, and that's where people get it flip wise. You have America as the land. People automatically assume when you say United States, you thinking about just America. No. Well, how many continents make up the Americas?
3.
3. Right. And how many states are in the Americas? Google. Bolivia is an American state. Brazil is an American state. Mexico is an American state, right? But the continent, it was here before the political terminologies.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But the portion of the continent we live on is called Turtle Island, correct?
Colloquial wise, yeah.
Yes. And then they say
it's shaped like a turtle, right?
America, the word comes from Amarukan.
Right.
Right?
Amarukan, yeah.
Interesting.
These are the ones that you would see in the Mexican or the pyramids or what they call the Bonaparte steles.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask you this. What do you say to the people who say Moors were traitors against black people?
They would have to put it in proper context because
I hear people say that all the time.
Yeah, so a good example of that would be if you read. I think we were just talking about the slave holders.
Yes.
In South Carolina and Louisiana. This would be. Let's do that. Let's do this real quick. So, You have the congressional records in South Carolina. I think Sis pulled it up. Can you pull us up for us, Sis, again? The slavery that was in South Carolina, we were listed as the biggest slaveholders during the time of slavery. And
talking about the black slave holders.
Yeah, the black slaveholders.
Or Moorish.
That part. So what happens when you start looking in those stories and you start seeing certain families having other family members listed as slaves? Okay.
Listen to that. Wow, that's heavy.
What about one story where the son of the father of the household, because the father reprimanded him in a way that the son didn't like, sent his father back, sold his father to slavery through contract.
Through contracting, which is where we started this conversation.
So when they say our people who are more sold each other into slavery, I'm going to say yes, because these were the things we were using contractual indenture servitude to enslave each other perpetually. And we were doing it out of malicious and nefarious reasons.
Right. A lot of people don't like having this conversation.
It's tough.
It's a tough conversation, but are you saying we did it to ourselves in some instances?
Yes, that's part of the sin and disobedience.
Tie it all together, brother. Are y'all listening? Listen, hit that super chat button, or what's your cash app, brother? They should be cash apping you for this good game.
JOHNSEL 777.
Sarah, do you have his cash app lined up?
I sure do.
Mm-hmm.
Put his cash app and my cash app on the screen. Hey, support us. Hit the super chat. It's almost 400 people in here. If everybody dropped $5 on the super chat, we'd have a great day today. Make it a special AJ day today. Can y'all do that? Oh, by the way, I want to shout out my homeboy, Jawi Sola from Nigeria.
Shout out Nigeria.
Jawi Sola. This is my brother. He is a Babalao from Nigeria. He called me right before you got here, man. Brother always prays for me. Solid, brother Darius. Where's the picture I gave?
I'm trying to pull it up. It's just coming up.
Ifa.
Yes, he Ifa. He's a Babalao.
Mm-hmm.
I got a picture.
I see him.
Yeah, I love this brother, man. He's solid brother, man. And when I tell you the brother pray all day for it, brother. I appreciate him. You don't worry about it now. We got to move on.
Oh, okay, but it's right here.
You got it?
It's coming up right now.
All right. Because, you know, he be sending me, like, make sure you show this picture. Jawi Sola is cold. There's his, what is that, Snapchat? Is that Snapchat? And what is that, WhatsApp? Yeah, a few people in my chat actually locked in with Brother Jawi Sola. Those two brothers was just initiated into E5.
Mm-hmm.
Or, no, not into E5, but they just became Babalaos themselves.
Mm.
Yeah. And he did the initiation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And they're in this facility right here. He's building an Ifa temple.
Mm.
Yeah, with all the implements and
Oh,
all
wow.
the orishas, a place where they could worship, a place where they could do their rituals. The whole
that's
nine
dope.
yards. Yeah, man. Jawi Sola doing his thing, man.
Shout out.
Shout out to Jawi Sola. Now, a lot of people have a conflicting understanding of race.
Mm.
Is more a race?
No. Let's do this. So let's do two cases. Let's do a case study. All right. So everybody Google Dungy versus Spencer. I think this is going to be very interesting.
Dungy
Versus Spencer.
versus Spencer.
1855, Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
This is 2 years before the Dred Scott decision in 1857.
Mm-hmm.
It's one state over from Missouri, which was where the Dred Scott case was held.
Right.
Dred Scott, so we know Dred Scott was sent back to slavery.
Yes.
because he was considered a descendant of Africans, and they had no rights,
No status.
in America.
Yeah, 3/5 of a man. No status here to even claim freedom.
Now let's go to William Dungy's case,
Okay.
because we know the Dred Scott case. William Dungy, here's that malicious stuff. He's a brother, but he's married to a European in Illinois, and his brother-in-law started calling him Black Bill. Black Bill, what was the ramifications of that? Well, Negroes could not own property. They could definitely not be married to European women.
Right.
So he was about to lose his property, his freedom, his marriage status, and being put back into slavery because of the status of being a Negro. So who does he hire to defend him? Abraham Lincoln.
Uh-oh.
This is
about to turn the corner. Let's go.
This is attorney Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln files 2 torts, one for defamation of character and slander. They threw one out and kept the slander. What was the slander? Calling this man a Negro. And he won. How did he win? He told, my client may be a Negro. My client may have dark skin, but he is not a Negro. He is a Moor. The judge said, what? See, my client is a Moor. He is not a Negro. And won.
Tell him the name of that.
Dungy versus Spencer. You can look up,
Dungy.
and how you can find it, just look it up, Black Bill and Abraham Lincoln.
And Abraham Lincoln, who
Black
a lot
Bill.
of people don't know, was a lawyer. People
Yes.
don't know that.
He was attorney Abraham Lincoln.
Yes.
And he was a slave, too. He escaped from Tennessee to Illinois. His father had sold him into indentured servitude.
So he said, listen here. Defamation of character. Oh, they got it in the chat right now. Dungy versus Spencer.
Dungy versus Spencer. So our reason I brought these 2 cases up, because you got both sides. That answers your question. One, Dred Scott was listed as a Negro and professed that and his Christianity. That got him sent back to slavery.
But that wasn't his argument. His argument was constitutional.
But he had no standing because of the status.
That he was currently in,
Because
of course.
because a Negro did not have any status. They weren't considered part of the preamble, we the people.
Right. But did he say, as a Negro, I'm calling on my inalienable rights that are
He
mentioned
never mentioned any of that. He was
in the Constitution?
never addressed it. William Dungy did.
That's why. Yeah. Come on. Dungy said, hell no, I ain't no Negro.
That's why he went and got Lincoln, and they went in the huddle and came up. I'm not no Negro. I'm a Moor. And you got tons of cases in the United States where ones were defended by this Peace and Friendship Treaty, which is the longest unbroken treaty in the United States.
And that's between Morocco
and the United States.
and the United States.
1786.
Yes.
Article 16 lets you know where the treaty was drafted.
Where was it drafted?
Mexico.
See, I don't want to be. I know. I want my brother to answer. I don't.
Mexico.
And why was it drafted in Mexico?
The Sultan was in Mexico, San Francisco Bay, which was considered Northwest Sumexum, a.k.a. North Africa. That was the headquarters of the Moorish Empire at the time. He was the Sultan of Sultans. We have, this was George Washington's player partner, if you will.
So this explains how you have this kind of dichotomistic, kind of fractured, dualistic experience for black folk. even in the movie, say 12 Years a Slave, which is predicated on some, true stories or whatever. You see this regal, high cotton black man with his family, and he's a musician, and he's a Moor.
Right.
But then he gets caught up and sold back into slavery because they couldn't differentiate based on just skin alone.
Who were the original Negroes in the Americas?
Talk to us.
The Italians.
Who?
The Italians.
And how is that possible, sir?
Because Italians were considered Moors because they had Moorish blood running through them.
Of course.
And they considered those particular people Spaniards,
Yes.
all of these
Sicilians.
and all of these people would be considered descendants of us through amalgamation.
Right. And they said, Attila Phillips says, and how does that connect to Tartaria?
100%. Tartaria. I'm a Tartar. I went to Compton College.
I was about to say,
yes,
that's Compton. I was going to say that Compton High School is the tar babies.
So yeah,
come on, man.
but yeah, all of the Tartaria, all of the stuff, the Tartarian Empire, the Moroccan Empire, and the Ottoman Empire, are all, and the Taimarian, are all. This is how the names became global. You would have to go back to Tahuti for this, when at the sinking of Atlantis. So if there's anybody we want to say who would be the father of civics, or sort of say like that,
It's Tahuti.
It's Tahuti.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
It's safe to say that in the show.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother. I'm rolling with my brother today. I told him he was going to do this today. So, when you look at the state of black folk today, does any of what you said matters?
100%.
What makes it relevant today?
All right. African American. Let's start there. How come every other group of people on the planet and that come into the United States, they have a nationality to go with American? Find me the black president, the black land, the black constitution, the black flag, and the principles to go with it on record. Where's that seat at? Then you have to ask, how on earth did we, the only group of people on the planet that don't have it?
How did that happen?
Sin and disobedience.
Doing business with the devil.
And how about this? National karma.
What do you mean?
Us as a people, how we treat each other started to leak and created an atmosphere that allowed Europeans to start having contempt for us. But then when we started treating them even more crazy and crappy, tar feathering, snapping of the jeans, putting ones in the mule, dragging ones on the ships, the Corsairs,
The Raiders.
the Berators. I mean,
Buccaneers, all of it.
just doing
The Marauders.
Horrendous, hideous stuff that people just don't forget, and they never want to go back to.
Right.
And so, if you can erase that history through CRT, then there's no conversation about it ever. It's reducing the Moors to fine powder, as Isabella said that she was going to do. You'll never hear from them anymore. So they don't want to hear from us.
So they don't want to hear from
They don't
us.
want to hear from us.
Not a unified version.
Well, how about this? They don't want to hear. They don't want to hear from Negroes.
Who they want to hear from then? Who would they listen to?
They would like to hear the ones that actually taught them how to bathe, mathematics, music, algebra, geometry, science of how the blood flows, how sickness spreads through the body, how
The fathers and mothers of all knowledge.
Yes,
They wanna hear
they want to be. They're interested in that type of stuff.
Right. All right, y'all. That's enough. I'm about to leave. We started early. My brother came and dropped jewels. Because I'm not going to sit in here and try to convince y'all to support this channel and all the stuff that we do on this channel. As much jewels, my man just came in here and blew this place to pieces. Everybody should be supporting what it is that we're trying to do. You know, every week, Monday, I come in here, I support Dr. Russell. Dr. Russell Harrison is one of the foremost herbologists, healer, detox masters on the planet Earth. One of the foremost, best detoxers using all natural herbs on planet Earth. Y'all should be supporting him off rip. Detoxes, RussellHerbals.com. Y'all should be supporting that off rip. You see how he got Bud Crawford into shape. Quite possibly the best shape Bud Crawford had ever been in. And not to say that Bud isn't always in great shape, but the word is that his camp felt like, man, we ain't never seen Bud this crispy, like this ready, you know? That's because Russell Herbals was a part of the process. And I'm bringing something that Russell himself, who used to be an NFL football running back, right? Russell, an NFL running back. I ain't gonna put it out there, but you know how football was back in the day. Football back in the day was far more violent than it is today. Russell, through herbs, detoxed some situations in himself. He been doing this since the 70s. Come on, man.
How old is he now?
Russell is in his 70s.
He's been doing it since the 70s, and now he's 70.
He's in his 70s.
That's a testament.
He made a specialized little situation for brothers. He made a specialized situation for brothers, man. We got about 30 bottles left. I want every man in here to go get a bottle today. I'm going to ship them out on Wednesday. All right? Go to my website, MrZoWhat.com. And if you haven't done it, like I said, it's over 300, it's nearly 400 people in here right now. Oh, it's $60 a bottle. But for when you get it on my website, guys, you got to add that $11 to it so I can ship it off to you. All right? But yo, don't play yourself. Dr. Russell put those things together, man. Y'all should support his business. You guys should also support Total Package Energy, black-owned business. You guys should support Sarah. Sarah's a black-owned business, too. Okay. Sarah, put your Cash App up there. Yeah. Sarah was doing her hosting gig, her warm-up job at West Coast Comedy, a new like BET,
it's like
Comic View show. And Sarah was there, and she had the crowd hyped. She had the crowd on fire. She was telling jokes. It was great to see Sarah in her element.
And I also served as the talent coordinator for it, too.
She was the talent coordinator. I went up there and sat for about 23 minutes. Y'all know how I go. I come and be like,
that's dope.
All right, then I'm out. But no, I saw it. It's hosted by Scruncho.
Yes.
Yeah, man. It was fly, man. I loved, Sarah was in her element. She had everybody rolling. They were singing. Y'all got to support Sarah. There's her Cash App. And I'm going to ask you guys again, can we get a roll call of everybody in here hitting that super chat? Hit the super chat. It's the little $sign down at the bottom of the chat. I want everybody in here. Look, it's 360 people in here. 360 times $5. That means we had a good day. Yeah. That means we had a good day. Support the show, support the channel. Because I know y'all not buying my books. I can see that.
Can I say one thing real fast? Okay.
Yeah.
So this week was like a full circle moment for me, and I really believe everything that Zoe been trying to pump me up to do since anybody that don't know, I met Zoe the first week I moved here to LA 5 years ago, and he took me in. The backstory is I actually paid somebody $800 to meet Zoe, like, because I didn't know it was a scam. I thought that's how it worked out here, but anyway. It was the best $800 I ever spent in my entire existence, and it really meeting him.
Literally got scammed.
Yeah, I did.
By somebody.
Well, the joke's on them.
Who knew me. Somebody who knew me charged Sarah $800 to meet me. Ain't that some?
Yeah.
What do you call it? Disobedience.
That's Negatron.
That's Negatron. And when I met Sarah,
yeah,
it didn't take me long to figure it out. I was like, oh, she's talented. And what did I do?
You told me I was a star, and you put me on the show. Never met me before.
Oh, that's the unholy city of Negatron.
The unholy city of Negatron.
Yeah.
Planet Negatron.
Yeah.
Planet Negatron.
Yeah, and it's
Man, I'm
really
so
best
tired of helping motherfuckers who don't have a fucking compunction.
Wow, that's whack.
To want to help me.
But one day, because you recognize this star, one day I'll be able to repay you back the way I've been wanting to.
You ain't gotta repay me back.
You.
What the fuck? Nah, you good. Like, I'm just saying, man, I posted something on my Instagram the other day, and I'm trying to find it real quick, and I want to share it.
Oh, somebody said, he would think so it wasn't a scam.
I posted this on my, and I want to get your opinion on it. I said, don't be surprised at who could care less.
Man.
2023 let me know you could have people around you, up under you, that could be sending you mixed messages, telling you one thing, but actually participating in a whole nother situation. Like, don't be surprised at who could care less.
Oh, Jesus.
Right.
You know, because even if they presenting as if they care, nah, man, for the most part, man, we live in a selfish, contaminated, spiritually contaminated society. And it's just sad. We do this show every Monday, once a week. We gotta convince people. Hit the like button. We gotta convince people. Hey, we're like any other YouTuber who creates content.
Right.
You gotta support. Right?
Yeah.
Now, what you're not gonna get on this channel, which might make it easier for you to support other channels, is we try not to be messy.
Yeah.
We don't want to get into fuck shit.
Right.
Right? So maybe that's your justification to not support the channel. Right? Oh, this is some philosophical deep shit. I came to laugh because I be bored at work. Okay. You see what I'm saying? Like, my man said willful disobedience. So
equals willful Negatron.
Equals willful Negatron, right? We in here, we try to give you a little food for thought, try to put something on your mind so you can, move to the next level. But again, reciprocity is karma.
Amen.
Karma and reciprocity go together, and the highest form of karmic reciprocity is that which shouldn't be coerced.
Right.
Yeah.
It should be a natural flow where you come in here and go, I know I'm finna get a bar. I know I'm finna get a jewel somewhere. Let me put this down. You've been doing this shit for church for years. Now let me just say,
dispensation.
Nobody
Dispensation.
under the grace. Anyway, you've been doing it for years. And I'm not going to put myself on the same level as a church. It's not. But ask yourself a question. How many people have I inspired? How many people have I enlightened in the 20 year or 10, 15 years I've been doing this? How many relationships have I saved? How many people have I helped? There's Sarah.
Yeah.
There's me.
Yeah.
Did I? What did I?
I
do?
said, come to your classes. What are you talking about? Altadena.
That's true.
That's my books from you,
He finna
brother.
go back.
But
That's true.
but
In
you're so
Altadena in the
un-Hollywood.
90s.
You're so un-Hollywood.
Nah, he was literally teaching in a building, selling
had a
books in
bookstore.
a
Yeah.
bookstore.
Yeah.
Like literally.
I was teaching.
Damn.
And I was teaching.
Teaching.
Like, I was
Yeah.
teaching.
I came here thinking what I wanted, but God gave me exactly what I needed, and it surrounded me with people that are beautiful. Zoe, Marcus King, Phil Barner.
Oh, wow.
It's just been like a true blessing to my life. And I don't get everybody, all black women, surround yourself with some good, solid, wise black men, because they will add a value to your life that it is beyond compare.
And I'm glad I could be that for you.
Yeah.
I haven't always been that for everybody. You know, shit. There are people out there right now who don't think I'm a good man. But I'm glad I was able to be that for you.
You are.
I'm glad I was able to protect you and put you in a position to win.
Oh, you made me cry so shit. What the fuck? Oh my God. Oh.
Nah,
Sorry.
man. Like,
Gratitude. Right?
Absolutely.
That's right.
yeah, man.
I was like, you know what? And for every person, every woman that felt like they haven't gotten all your attention, they probably sowed a seed and pray for the day that there will be women that will be able to sit under you and be able to receive the love that you're ready to give at that point. All of your knowledge and everything that you have, and like I said, it's invaluable. So I love you so much, and you know that. I call you 3 o'clock in the morning. I call you at super random times, and you always there for me, so thank you.
Right.
Yeah. I appreciate all y'all, man.
What's supposed to happen?
I appreciate y'all, man. We're going to call it a day. I'm going to get up out of here. See you next week.
Yes.
Peace.